Good evening, and I am a little bit later than I was hoping to tonight because I was having some sound issues. Fortunately, there's no one here to test the sound, but I know my voice is coming through. I'm just not entirely sure about the gameplay audio, but we're going to try that. I know last time it was a little bit louder in some points, but we'll try that. Anyway, hello, thank you. Welcome to Tev's Next Idea, and we are continuing our playthrough, Higurashi, When They Cry Who. Really quick, this is a Japanese visual novel my son gave me years ago that I'm now playing through so that he can see me play it. There's a lot of dialogue. Really, all I'm doing is reading the story. So far, we've had no real decisions to make. Just warning, sometimes there's a little bit of sexual innuendo, just so you know about that, but nothing really heavy. And you'll see the little 0 in the lower left hand. That is the embarrassment counter. One of my characters, Rena, one of the girls in this group, she gets embarrassed very easily, turns red, and whenever she does, we will tick that up 1. So, where we are in the story is, if you've been listening or been watching, we are in a school. We are a group of kids between the ages of about 12 or 13 all the way up to 16. And we usually spend half of the story in school doing something that is either a game or initiation or something. And then the other half, we've been going to an old construction site to dig out a statue of Colonel Sanders, because that's what Rena wanted. Don't ask me, it's her toy. But we got the canvas of Colonel Sanders last week. We played Zombie Tag last week. We know that Misu is kind of the head of the group. I think that was her name. And she liked to play, not tricks, but she's a little bit tricky towards my character, Kichi. And who else do we have? Oh, yeah, Reina is there. Sakura, I think. And Miko. And we'll see how this all goes. So we are going to continue. We are at the end of Chapter 4. We're about to begin Chapter 5. So let's see where we go this time. And yes. We don't need to listen to any tips. We just need to continue. We're back in school. How was it, Kishan? So, you went to Rena-san's house. Uh-oh. Wasn't it amazing? Did we go to Rena's house? Did I see that? It's nothing like that, right? Right? Unlike my house, the Ryuga residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. There, it was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. So, let's see, we got a Colonel Sanders, we got a Frisch's Big Boy, we got golden arches. What other things can we have? One of those guys from the pizza restaurants. They were all the same as Colonel Sanders. Stuff you'll see while walking around in town. See, I'm getting a clue for this game. The cake shop's mascot, Little Licky. The Totalemon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. Oh, the little thief. This is great. I'll agree with you that those are cute, but why the mailbox? Won't you get into trouble for that one? But, oh, so cute! She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight. So, it's the bigger the better? Just as long as it's big? And her room displays the smaller ones. I had a chance to see them before. And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement. Yep, I'll keep anything. How cute! So she takes anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended. Oh, please, please, please don't tell me she took some body parts from the massacre that happened at the construction site. That would not be good. Okay. Hey, Raina, you know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right? Is that cute? Yeah, cute. Ha, I want it. The U.S. should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamazawa in the not-so-distant future. Just go to France, get the smaller one in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's a lot easier to handle. Okay. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Rika-chan had returned. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something? Wait, that's me. No fun being called to the staff room. Did you do something? How rude. Rika isn't a hoodlum like Kichi-chan. Nothing like that, Kichi-kun. Rika-chan is a member of the festival committee. Festival? The school's cultural festival or something? Kishan, I already told you. It's the village festival. The Watanagashi. Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break. So, what's this Watanagashi thing about? Is it like a floating lantern festival? I guess the last part is where you set things adrift in the river is similar. Except we use cotton things like old worn-out futons and padded cloaks. It's a festival expressing thanks for the years of service and our chance to pollute the river. The people living in Hinamazawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? It sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them and sprinkle them with a little salt. Oh man, I could smell it already. See, me and this Kichi-chan, we think alike. We think alike. That's just summer camp. I never anticipated how destitute Kichi-chan's imaginative capabilities would actually be. What? How could you tell what I was thinking? Something silly. It was written all over your face. What sort of face could have expressed what I just imagined right now? Raina demonstrated for me. I see. No argument here. It's nothing fun like that, you see. But you should still look forward to it. Let's all go together. I'll come get you that day. I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going. You won't get bored. We're doing it again this year. Stop listening to my thoughts. Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was this all about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably our club's summer tradition, the Watanagashi 4-demon firefight. Oh, great, another one. Okay. That sounds awful. Oops. What kind of name is that? I'm really plugging this thing, ain't I? Let me plug this down a little bit, because I am way too loud. Okay. I think it's a cute name, though. I tried to object sharply, but since Raina looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight. Oh man, I'm really plugging this thing. Since Kichi is here this year, it becomes 5 demons. Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence. So, how did this funky-sounding club activity tie into the festival? Oh ho ho! This is where you exhibit the skills you've nurtured through the daily club activities. Exactly. We should show full extent of the abilities that the best of the best have obtained through our daily trials and tribulations. Sorry if I sound kind of funky. I'm messing with some sound and doing some things and moving a bunch of stuff around on my screen. And if the sound keeps going out, up and down, or out, in and out, that's why. So, anyway, okay. But last year the mayor got angry, so we need to make sure not to cause any problems this time. So basically, we're doing club activities while checking out the stalls. Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things, so that they make sense. I see, so we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Reina was right, of course. That would be a reason for the mayor to get angry. Haha, but it's lots of fun. That was the only point I did not doubt. It would be, without question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near. Well, putting that aside for now, let's start our club activities today. Any objections? Nay! Our voices rang out in unison. When there's a lot of people, card games really are the easiest to play. This really is the most basic of table games. Playing with the marked deck again? We'll use a new one today. There are no marks on the cards, so we're on equal footing. I wonder if that really is the case. I will have to inspect them. Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone checked the cards. Yes, these seem to be fine. Are you all satisfied? Then today, I guess, we'll play President. That's good for 5 people. Are we supposed to be doing this at the festival? Why are we doing this? I guess the festival's coming up soon. We're just playing a game in the classroom. Okay. Another standard card game. First one to get rid of all their cards wins. The basic rule, play a better card than the one before. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. But because it's such a well-known game, there are lots of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire. I'd like to go over some of the details. Are the jokers wild? Can you make a reversal with 3 3s? No jokers. 2 is the highest. You can reverse a reversal. You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3. Also, you know how the president sends a good card to how the peasant sends a good card to the president? None of that. While I was confirming the familiar rules, Satoko looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look like more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President, and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now, but that wasn't everything, was it? So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one? Just gonna flip. Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting. Oh ho ho. I'll write a nasty one and have Kishi-san draw it. It would be awful if you wrote a bad one and drew it yourself. Just don't lose. Don't you know the best? Ho ho ho. Mion handed out several slips of paper to everybody. Then write down whatever and put it in this bag. Then you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out. Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too intense would be like digging your own grave. No penalty! Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down. Riki-chan's casual suggestion caused Mion's hand to lurch to a sudden halt. Ah, that's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty, and the corner of the slip is folded. Ooh, hoo, hoo, I told you she cheats. She cheats. Just in case you lost, you grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan is quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her even though she doesn't stand out. Everyone, don't write penalties that are too mean, okay? Nobody agreed to Reina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. Nobody agreed to Reina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless. It's fine, Reina. Just don't lose. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try so hard everybody has to pick the penalty I write. Reina was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. She has that right hook. She'll do that right hook. Better not underestimate her either. I agree with that. I'm very curious what Reina's penalty is in particular. Everybody's penalties are scary. I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like. Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready? We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the cards. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Riki-chan and Satoko played their cards without hesitation. Reina and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Reina genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike. Huh? Will this work? Then I'll play this 3 and I'm out. 9! Nobody. 8, 7? I'm out. 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard the last one and I'm out. Bah! I missed my chance. The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today, I could win. Now then. Mia-chan, pull out one of the slips, okay? Mion accepted her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag, and pulled out one piece of paper. What? Who did this? Who wrote this? Mion quivered and shrieked. What is it? What is it? Oh! Rena was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head? Hey, wait! How is this bad? Kishi-chan, do you not understand? The principal is balding and ashamed of it. Satoko yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be? The principal is a martial arts master. He boasts about traveling around the world, perfecting his skills when he was younger. He switched to teaching after sensing the poor state of education in Japan after the war. He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head. As the club president, there is no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Phew. Oh yeah! She bellowed out a yell as she dashed off down the hallway. Wouldn't it have been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss? Probably impossible. They saw he used to hunt sea slugs just by sensing their presence. I could do nothing but wait with bated breath. Kerr pow! A rumble shook the classroom. That's the principal's aerial opener. Ooh! Poof, pow, zap, zing, kaboom! Following the launcher with a jab, jab, strong, fierce combo. He's even using meter. From how it sounded, the principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood now why there was no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us. Petted. Is that good enough? Mion said before collapsing. She's alive at least. Now we can continue the game. Monster? I was amazed the person who made club activities like these could say that. But now, the worst penalty is gone now, right? Right? Rena tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now. I'm not holding back anymore. You all get yours. The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell the game had gotten more intense. Ace, 3, 4, 5, I'm out. I'm out as well. I'm out too. 3, I am out now. Eek, I lost. And heavens chose to vanquish Reyna. Well, what kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder? It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mion's first penalty still made me quiver. And so, the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid? Huh? What is this? This one? What do I need to do? So basically, it means that you have to use the same expressions as a maid. Okay. Yahoo! Okay. Master? It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome. Then, Reyna, can you shuffle the cards and deal? Yes, Master. I could just die right now. Anyway, let's continue. Right, Reyna? Yes, Master. The eagerness to which I was goading Reyna into addressing me as Master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself. Hoo-yah! I won't lose anymore. I'm out. I shan't lose either. I'm out. Then with that, I'm out too. I can't believe it. Is it Reyna's loss again? Reyna again? What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. That's right, Kichi-chan was kind of an evil little kid, so he's really loving this. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Remove one piece of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. Okay, kids, don't watch. That's just indecent. Who would have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Who did write that? God, please give me that man a Nobel Prize. I'm also dirty-minded. That would be an ignoble prize. Not good, not good. What was I thinking about what was written on my face? Oh, me-chan. Reyna begged Mion with her teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already. Nope, won't go easy on you. You lost, so take it like a man. Understood, Master. Oh, I'll undress. What? I looked around, thinking someone else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustle of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing. Is this fine, Master? I looked away like a gentleman, but these club's activities, you needed to be ruthless after all. Kichi-san, whatever were you expecting? Certainly, we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath. Satoko poked fun at me, but right now, I can't hear it. Not bad, Kichi-chan. This old man never ever had thought you would go after her like that. You've got it wrong. I didn't write that one. But Master didn't write this one? Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Calm down, Kichi Maibra. Neon probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall her for the trap after knowing it's a trap. Clear your head, calm down, and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! I then became a god. I, who had already entered the domain of godhood, what would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business. Eek! How could my luck of the draw be so bad? Satoko lost, right? I'll draw the penalty. Speak like a little sister. Ugh! Fine. Uni-chan, gick! Yes! The pleasure of making this brat's disgrace herself. This is cruel games! Cruel games! Ugh! This old man loses again. I have to ask that too. What is the word that is being translated as old man? Why is Neon referring to herself all the time as an old man? Neon's lost, right? I'll draw it out. Wear a girl's school swimsuit? What's the big deal? Okay, did they write all these things for me? Did they write all these things for me? No! That's the one I wanted Kichan to get. Yes, Neon's despair was like sweet honey. Master, I lost again. Reina lost? I'll draw it for you. Let the person in first place rest their head in your lap. These were all written for Kichan. All these girls wanted to basically embarrass Kichan or get close to Kichan. How? In this outfit, Master? Yeah, she's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. Eek! Oni-chan, you're too good, Sniffle. Satoko lost again. I'll draw it. Obey the person in first place. How many have we gone through? Have we already gone through one for everyone? How about I have you give me a shoulder massage? Fine, Oni-chan. Come on, do it a bit harder. Don't use your nails. Blah! Or was that blah ha 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 ha? I had transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't do any better. I felt like I could control how the cards played out with my mind and even decide what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I had already assembled a harem. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Reina, who was now a blooming-clad maid. Satoko was wearing a collar and had taken on little sister properties. Neon was fanning me while wearing a school swimsuit. A high school dream, I guess, for someone of, Kichan's situation. To today is Master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Eek! Please refrain from moving your head around so much. I began to think. Why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams? What is it, Kichi? I'm saddened by the thought of man having no end to his desires. It's called sin. It's called lust. It's called sin. When you're just using it for your own pleasure like this. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first, but she continued to escape being in last. Kichi is quite greedy. It's sad, you should know when enough is enough. I know that very well, but how to say it? I feel like I wouldn't mind if I died right now. Eek! Master, please refrain from moving your head around. Eek! You say you wouldn't mind dying? Then that can be arranged. Wait, Riki-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war. Go, Riki-chan, go! Take him out! Defeat this archdevil of perversion! Oh, she is wearing a collar. I might not be able to win, but I'll beat him. Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Satoko's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Kishi-sama with that? 2! Ace, ace, ace! 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Reversal! Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The four of them have allied against me. That's it, you're making me laugh. That was good. Reversal, reversal! What? How could such a thing be? Satoko let out a shriek. You simpletons. Using up all your cards before calling the reversal left Riki-chan with no good cards. She was defeated soon after. I lost. Finally, you fall into my clutches. Now I'll pick one out. Oh! Wear cat ears, bell collar, and a tail for making her into a furry. Mwahahaha. Even the penalties were as I wished. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Oh, this was so... Oh. I felt like I had become Rena. This was definitely cute! Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? How? I want to take her home. That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Reina. Mew. As Riki-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed rings of smoke escaped from Reina's ears with an audible poof. Riki-chan must take home. Taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange. I see. I still have one trick left. Mion gasped and dropped her fist into her open palm. If Reina must, she can take me home. After Reina-san beats Kichi, she can. The thought that Reina is in cute mode would be able to defeat me? They thought that Reina in cute mode would be able to defeat me? Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I teach them their place. Okay. Just, mighty before the fall. God likes the humble, not the proud, and not the perverted proud. So, I'm expecting Kichi-chan to really be taken down here. And you know what? He kind of deserves it. Which is me, I kind of deserve it. How preposterous that Rena can defeat me. Eep! For a moment, I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Reina's hand, like the machinations of a master magician. In the middle of those flowing cards was Rina's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around. Shall we, Kichi-kun? Hurry! My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose. No play, nothing to play, Ki-chan? Then, with this, I'm out. Everybody cheered. I was spent. Phew, I got no regrets. Thank you for letting me dream a little. Now then, I'll take one out. Kichi-chan's penalty. This is it. Everybody peeked at it in unison, gazes flicking between the text and my face. All day today, I did as pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there? All? Huh? Huh? Every penalty up till now? What the heck? Kichi-chan, should you not be speaking like a little brother? Yes, Oni-chan. Ugh. Ugh. This is quite addicting. Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders. Kichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay? Yes, master. Ha-hoo! Kichi-kun, that's so cute. Say it again. No, please spare me, master. Reina passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. I should change this counter to a cute counter. We'll think about that next time, because she's not getting embarrassed anymore. She had plenty of opportunity last week. She had some opportunity this week. She's over her embarrassment. It's time to change the cute counter, starting next week. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat. Next is from this old man. I'm going to have you fan me for a good long while, you know. Whoosh, whoosh. Oh, I almost forgot. You need to wear this, don't you? The school swimsuit. Oh, this is for girls. Can't I wear the one for boys? It was clearly written here. Wear a girl's school swimsuit, as you can see here. Satoko was like a little loan shark. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable, if I did say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I going to wear? If I were wearing one of yours, you wouldn't like it, right? Ah, this old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all. Think of it as little benefit. I'm not that in shape, so I think even Kishan can fit into it. The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! My first thought, it's tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest areas were pretty loose. The third thought, the crotch area was, oh! Okay. Haha, Kichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. You'll be ready after you wear the cat ears, bell, and tail. Ki-chan, want to look in the mirror? It's amazing, really. It's probably best if you look. The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion very scary. I would like to respectfully decline, Master. Your ensemble is complete. If only we could send you home dressed like that. Ho 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 ho. Then, is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Riki-chan slipped up behind me without a sound. Not yet, Kichi. There's still the first penalty left. in this. Get up! Riki-chan patted my head without saying a word. Sir? Excuse me? Oh no. Yes, please come in. I stepped forward into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. Ugh. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though I said excuse me as I entered, the sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, a collar, and a tail, and for it to be a young male student, without doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. Forget, I had to take off a top and a bottom part too. We didn't mention that. But this could be explained. We'll call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming, this is human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance for victory. My penalty? Rubbing the principal's head. Principal! I challenge you. Herc! I heard what sounded like Zahing 3 times. His 3-gauge super? The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, boof. Okay. I do have to remind you, before we go any further, all this is happening in a school where we're supposed to be learning. Where are the teachers? There is no teachers. This is continuing on. Second, this is supposed to be a horror visual novel. This seems closer to an adult visual novel. Well, minor adult visual, not minor like minor kids, but like slowly, it has enough adult stuff. But I don't know where we're going with this. Andrew, what have you done to me? The tremor resounded through the Hinamizawa twilight. It's twilight already. Oh my goodness. Higurashi, when they cry. Oh my goodness. I hope the sound was good through all that, because I hope I wasn't overpowered. Okay. Reina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. But now Riki-chan was no longer dressed in all the cat stuff, unless there was another one, so why was she still cute? Once again today, it was just Mion and I going home. Man, that was intense. I didn't know Ki-chan was so good at president. No, I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off on a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die. Aha! But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too. How? Well, when she says it like that, we both smiled at each other. Oh, we meet again, Kichi-kun. I forget what his voice is. It was Tomitaki-san. It felt like I had been running into him quite often. Hey, take any good pictures? Well, a few. So, Tomitaki-san suddenly leaned over and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl. It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experiences when you're young. Because Tomitaki-san let out such a crude laugh, Mia knew what we were talking about without even hearing his whisper. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitaki is quite the catch himself. Huh? No, that wasn't my intention. Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya! Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed that if Mion knew Tomotaki-san quite well. How's the year treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi?
Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo.
Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spent all your best years on photography after all.
I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say men start developing their own unique flavor in their 30s?
What does it matter what you taste like? That's so gross.
Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark.
Tomotaki-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomotaki-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that'll ever happen. So you know Tomotaki-san? Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. It sounded like you'll meet him all the time. Tomotaki-san comes around to Hinamizawa regularly. Maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taking pictures of the seasonal scenery and the wild birds, but well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomotaki-san was fairly unique. The Tomotaki-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that? It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about that incident? The dismemberment? Oh, you too. If so, you've got good instincts, Ki-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You know about it then, Mion? Of course. He might be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomotaki-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Ki-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Ki-chan? We both continued to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Rina is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Riki-chan right now. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. It'd be great if she'd be able to take her home. I wonder. Riki-chan is pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. That head petting penalty was probably from Rika-chan. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Riki-chan after all. Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. Are they crying who? Who? Higurashi, when they cry. Hopefully that's the end of this chapter. Do we have more tips? You have received new tips. Community notice. Cool. Okay. So nothing, a fate worse than death, have your luck run out is my, I just got a little award over here. Or, not award, what do you call it? Yeah, one of those Steam rewards. Okay, view new tips. What do we got here? Just one, community notice. Looks like a notice that was posted in the community. Duh, 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 duh. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Watanagashi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. 1. Collecting bazaar goods. We look forward to well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition, holding a massive collection of excessive goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management, Makino, telephone, XXXXX. 2. Recruiting Little Festival Drum Dancers. The renowned Little Festival Drum Dancers group, known for its careful choreography, the Shofu Society is taking last-minute participants. We're looking for any Showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, Kimiyoshi, tell XXX. 3. Taking donations. We're all accepting donations in multiples of 1,000 yen. For every 1,000 yen donation, you'll be awarded with a refreshment stand ticket. Management, Sonozaki, tell XXX. We're always taking suggestions for ways to improve the festival at all times. If you have an interesting idea, call Kimiyoshi at the aforementioned XXXX. There's 200 There's a 200 yen refreshment stand ticket attached below the cut line. Okay, and that was tonight's round of Higurashi, When They Cry Who. And thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, all we're doing is just reading a story. A nice bedtime story about kids putting on clothes, patting each other, wearing girls' bathing suits, and just being a little bit too intimate with each other. Okay, my name is Terrence, and I write solo RPG stories over at my website, Tev's Next Idea. You can find the address in the description of this channel. I believe it is tevsnextidea.blogspot.com. But once again, you can check the real address in the description, and I have just recently started posting my new solo playthrough of a journaling game called Help, I Have a Crush on My Rival. And if you are looking for a little bit more serious, believe it or not, despite what we just heard today, I am a Christian who plays games, and I have a website where I talk a bit about my faith, and that is over at half-air.com. That address is also in the description. And if you are not a Christian, as always, I would just suggest that possibly what you've heard about God may not be right. So I really suggest that you try to find, if you're interested, look for some reliable Christian sources. You can find some on Half Air, and I plan on posting more on there. So look for those there. So thank you for watching Higurashi, When They Cry Who, and I will talk to you next time on Tev's Next Idea. Good evening.